All right, shall we talk weather? Because, you know, the sun was out today, so there's no complaints there.
Right.
However, I don't want to wear a jacket right now.
You don't?
No.
Okay, what about a coat?
Heavy coat.
Oh.
Okay, what do you have?
Just get back to the warm front, will you?
I know. We're going to only focus on this warm front. Okay, this forecast is dedicated to you, Joe, and all the veterans for this Memorial Day. Let's talk about the forecast. Today, check out the numbers. 57 degrees recorded at Cleveland Hopkins today. I would say we struggled, and the struggle was real for our Thursday. 74 degrees is the average high temperature, and we began in the mid to upper 40s for several locations. We will do that yet again tonight, heading into our Friday. So you can see where our temperatures kind of scale back from the low 50s into the 40s, and I think a couple locations will likely dip into the mid to upper 30s waking up tomorrow morning. I know, we should not be having that for this time of year, but there is some good news that is going to be coming. Surface temperatures overnight tonight, waking up tomorrow morning, take your pick. You want low 40s, you got to go out to Ashtabula. You got upper 30s, you want to go down to Worcester, maybe even Millersburg. How about this? Mansfield also at about 40 degrees along with Ashland. This is why we're having this, okay? We have a northeast breeze cruising right on in, and to say the same, where that frost advisory is lining up, I think winds will also begin to calm down and maybe tiptoe around in this area here. However, we still will have temperatures into the upper 30s well inland. This is where our frost advisory is tonight, beginning at 1 a.m. going through about 8 a.m. for tomorrow morning. So you will need that light jacket, cough, cough, maybe even a heavy coat from its lower queso over there. As far as the lake conditions, as we look towards Friday heading in towards the weekend, a lot of people will be getting back into that boating season and maybe even taking the boat out for this holiday weekend. 56-degree surface temperature you can see for the lake, 2 to 4 feet, perhaps even building throughout the afternoon with that breezy east-northeast winds coming on in. Also, going to the beach. This is also we're getting into beach season. Despite the lake being a little bit more on the chilly side, watch for the current changes, okay? Rip current risks will also be running amok when we have these choppy waters out there. Note beach warning signs, locate the lifeguards if there's any lifeguards on duty, and know what to do to avoid hazardous swimming conditions. We cannot emphasize that enough. A strong area of high pressure up toward the north of us that's bringing in all this chilly air from the mid to upper Midwest region, even up to New England. You can see where the blues kind of shaded in there. That's indicating some colder temperatures with a stationary boundary down south over Florida. If you're going down south on I-95, we talked about it yesterday, NASCAR is happening this weekend. Watch for those chance showers to be bubbling up there along the Carolina coastline. Your National Design Mart hour forecast for the rest of the evening heading into tomorrow afternoon. Temperatures bump back up a little bit, going into the mid to upper 60s. They may hang out for several locations around 73, 74 degrees for some. That's going to be, as I would like to say, reaching for Friday afternoon. The real warmth is going to be arriving once we get into Memorial Day and also next week. No storm track, that was the wrong header on there. We're going to talk about the weekend. That's the only thing that I'm focused on here. Mid to low 70s for the weekend, sunny skies, mostly sunny skies to be expected. And now for the warm front. We're going to get into a lot of deliciousness for this weekend and frankly going even beyond that. Your Union Mortgage 10-day outlook will build on temperatures day by day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe even getting up to 85 degrees by Thursday. Then there comes a frontal boundary, and that'll dip us back down for the first weekend of June. Laura?
All right, Jason, what a 10-day. Thank you so much.